1. We're live, I think. We're live. How you guys feel about me blowing my nose throughout the show tonight?
That's fine. My grandpa has a hanky too.
Does he?
I always found it weird, but I get it.
Mm.
Like why you got boogers in your pocket, but that's all right. It's your boogers in your pocket.
You know how I get rid of my boogers?
My boogers?
I just snot
Yeah,
rocket
my
those
boogers.
things.
Dude, that's what I
Nate calls
do.
them buggers.
You just like loosen them up, and
It's
then
the
you
best.
just
It's the best, especially when there's one like all the way back here and it's sharp and it just comes out as like a javelin, just like.
sometimes
I've
you get
had
a little.
I've had somebody say I have loud boogers.
Whoa.
Nice. You ever get like a bloody one? Like after trying to loosen it up?
I never get a bloody nose. I haven't had a bloody nose since I was like 8 years old.
Dude, I get bloody boogers.
I have a deviated septum and everything. I have like cartilage hanging out of my nose. You can see it right there.
Oh, that's
I
good.
get
Show
bloody
that
nose.
off, yeah. That's what people want, right?
Cool.
All right. What's up, Paul? I see you down there in the chat. Welcome in, Pro Wrestling Sauce.
I have this cool party trick I can do. I haven't done in years. I could put big decking nails all the way in my nose, like all the way in.
Oh, that's cool. It's kind of a freak thing.
Really?
Like you could use like a small sword or something. So,
This spoon.
can you
Check it out.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, man. Oh my God, that's gonna freak me out, bro. Oh, don't do that. Oh, that's your brain, dude.
It's maxed out.
Dirt
If it was
sticks a
smaller.
spoon in his nose at the top of the show. Who expected that?
Dude, that was a thick boy, like end of the spoon too.
Ooh. Clears your sinuses right out. That's how you scoop out your boogers. That's how you get your boogers out. You put a spoon up your nose.
What?
Dude.
That is
You
not
ever,
good
like,
advice. No one do that. That is not good.
You ever do like a noodle?
Dirt's
You ever do a
giving himself
noodle
a
up your nose and out
lobotomy.
your mouth?
No, I can actually blow air out of my lobotomy hole though, like right out of my eye. I can blow
My
milk out of it.
lobotomy hole?
I can blow milk and smoke out of my lobotomy hole.
It's not
I don't even
true.
know what a lobotomy hole is. Is that the lobotom of your eye?
No, it's where they shove this ice pick in your head when you get a lobotomy, but it's like your tear duct.
Is that what they used to do when they used to work on your frontal lobe of your brain back in the
Yeah,
day?
that's what they did
Yeah, they
to
would chisel
JFK's. They did that to JFK's sister.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They lobotomized
Is that
her.
right
Thank
before
God
they did it
Dirt's here for
to...
the start of the show. I don't know what we would do.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah.
This is like
Keeping
the
it
butt
interesting.
end of a house assembly somehow at the beginning of a...
That's when it
We just like
devolved into just
we just
me.
like we just continued the conversation
All
from
right.
last night.
We're here for the man of the hour, Baron Corbin, redeeming himself at. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we are
We're here
talking
for
Money in the Bank. This is Pro Wrestling Sauce. I'm Josh O'Leary. I am joined, as always, here with Cowboy Nate. And as of recently, Dirt.
As of occasional. Dirt.
And Jacob might be joining us at some point. I'm not sure. He definitely has to get up at like 3 a.m. for some sort of
You think this will go against
assessment with
TOS?
the Army. I don't know.
Oh no.
Against what? Oh, don't do the knife and the
TOS.
nose. Yeah, I think that might.
It's not a real knife.
Yeah, I think that might
It's
though.
not.
Yeah, that might get us flagged if I shove a knife in my head.
Well, you're not Chris Angel. You don't have any.
I can
special
mind
powers.
freak. I just did a mind freak at the top of the show.
I mean, that was kind of freaky.
It did freak
it,
my
it-
mind.
It was a little bit too far. Right?
I haven't seen Chris Angel shove a whole spoon up his nose. Just saying.
It wasn't the whole
Just
spoon. Thank God.
It was as far as it could go, though.
Dude,
hit
if
the
it was
wall.
just the butt end sticking out, I would have been freaked out. I would have been really freaked
It was
out.
almost there. It was almost there. I'll show you. Oh, I'm not going to do it again.
That's right, Paul. I see you. And Paul says he's not going to be on for long. He's going to dip out after about 10
shoot.
minutes. Well, Paul, you'll have to send your chat in with your predictions. If that's the
Just
case.
put your
There's-
predictions in the
there's
chat
only
right
4
now.
matches.
There's only 4.
That's what I told
Yeah,
my
just
brother.
put
I
them in
said, go ahead and send them to me if
Just
you're not
put
going
your
to be
put
here.
your
And
put
he
your
did send me them.
predictions.
So I got my
Well,
brother's
put your
predictions.
predictions. Put your predictions in a comment right before you leave.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
do that.
That way they're on record.
Yes.
We'll put you on the board.
Just in case we don't get to it right away.
And,
So we're doing the top of the show bit here.
Anybody else who wants to do that, go ahead and do that too, and they'll forever be in the comment section of this live video.
But we can discuss how there's
Mm.
only 4 matches here, boys. 4
Did you
matches on this
briefly
Money
want
in
to
the Bank
go
card.
over?
How long is it? Is it only a 2-hour show?
No, it's probably 4 hours, but they're going to
There's
take
no way.
It's going to be like an hour and some
Oh, you know what
change
it
for
is?
each Money in the Bank.
Hour and 40 minutes of commercials.
That too.
You're probably not wrong, and it's God. That's
Dude, I
only
got a
gonna
busy
be-
night that night because
Only
I
gonna
got
be 2 hours,
WWE.
20 minutes long.
I got WWE from like 7 to 10, and then from 10 to 1 a.m. I got UFC.
Oh my
What?
God, who's fighting the
Boo.
UFC? Who's fighting in the UFC?
Somebody
main
nobody
event is-
knows.
Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Marab. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
You'd like Sean. He has clown hair.
Yeah, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, I know,
Literally
I know,
has
I
like
know
a
Sugar Sean
fake-
O'Malley from Kill Tony.
He has a clown wig that he wears. Oh, it's not a real clown wig. It's just real hair.
Yeah.
But he
Actually, his hair.
looks like a clown wig.
But he's
Like, if
gonna
you
win
went to
back his title.
Went to a costume store and said, "Give me clown wig," you'd look like Sean O'Malley.
Yeah. I thought it was Churdley's playing a character. I didn't know that was a real person.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who Charlie is. I had to think about who that was.
He's the dude who did the skateboarding
Deep,
stuff,
a
right?
deep cut, right?
I still see him sometimes on TikTok.
Yeah.
He looks crazy now. He has like a mustache.
He's still trying, I think. I think he's still trying to thrive
We're
off
still
those Vine days.
We're still
Yeah,
trying.
There's still
he
some of
did a
those.
boxing match.
Did he?
Did you know that?
Yikes.
Yeah, he did a boxing match on this influencer thing. Like it's called Misfits.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he did a match on there.
Yep. But before we get to Money in the Bank, I would like to run down
Raw?
a little bit of SmackDown Raw. If there's anything you liked on SmackDown, we can hit it. I think SmackDown's the better show, just in my
Yeah, you
opinion.
said that. You've been saying that.
I think it was again this week. I think it edged it out again this week.
Oh, Edge was there?
No,
I know.
he wasn't Spirit.
Yeah,
He
he's
So
was
what
Edge's
is-
Force Ghost.
Spirit.
So since you're the only one that watched SmackDown, even though this is a well-educated WWE show,
Really well
Um,
researched, well educated.
what is the best thing that you think
The
happened
game.
on SmackDown?
I mean, just there wasn't like a best thing. Let's be real. There wasn't like a
Okay.
best.
The whole thing was the best.
It wasn't
thing.
like a standout, like, oh my god, this is crazy moment. You know, I mean, it was qualifiers. It was like qualifying matches. I thought it had the better set of qualifiers between Raw and SmackDown. I thought that theirs stood out a little bit more. I thought it did the week before as well. So, and I think their women's division stands pretty good over Raw's, and I think that their tag
Yeah,
team
that Bird
division
lady.
severely dominates the Raw tag team division. So I would say the best thing, really, when I break it down after saying all that, it's probably the tag team division over there. It's stacked, dude. It's stacked.
Oh, I forgot the ending segment was good.
Yeah, remind me.
No,
Sorry,
yeah.
I got
Oh,
a bit
you
of a
had
cold, by the way.
you had Cena. Cena came out with a Logan and did this like
Oh.
heel like segment. It wasn't bad.
Yeah. Well,
don't
there's a
see
little
how
bit of
Logan-
praise you get from it.
I don't see
there
how
from me.
Logan's allowed in the company. The
Well,
dude
no, I mean-
scams children and poisons them. Like the FDA said that Prime is not good for kids, and then Triple H is just like, let's put that on my ring. Let's put Logan Paul in my ring.
Dude, he's got Slim
This
Jims
guy-
on there now, dude.
Let me-
Kids are eating Slim
Triple
Jims and
H-
drinking Prime.
Triple H is exposing his own audience of kids to a guy who scams kids. It's so weird. I don't
Yeah.
understand how he's allowed it, and I don't understand how he's allowed there.
Well, Triple H probably isn't even making that call. Let's be real.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's TKO.
Yeah.
I do think
Yeah.
this was a better Cena segment though.
Yeah, but was it a better Cena segment because we had Logan Paul come out there and actually, like, kind of make you hate Cena a little bit? Because it's kind of hard to hate Cena.
No,
And
it's
then
cheap.
they
I
throw
think
Logan
this whole
Paul
thing is
with him.
cheap. I
But
think this
also,
whole thing.
Cody-
I think this is the cheapest match he's done in this entire run.
Mm.
I think it's just a cheap grab to make him more heel, because like people aren't buying the heel thing. So it's like, what's the most heel thing I can do? Do a tag match with Logan Paul. It's just a cheap grab. I'm not entertained by it at all.
I have to side with Dirt here. I think he's 100% correct. I have it written down here on the card. Looking at it, I'm like, who cares? I think this return for Cody is soured by it a little bit, including Jey Uso and Logan
Yeah,
Paul.
Cody
which we know
shouldn't
how
be
the,
back
how,
yet.
yeah,
Cody shouldn't
yeah,
be back until like 2 months from now.
to the very end of John Cena's run here. Like that's how
Right.
it should be. Yeah,
Sometime in August.
but yeah. I think you're spot on. I've got nothing more to add to it.
Yeah, I think.
Cody does carry. He is better on the mic than these two, three.
Yeah, these two jabronis, dude.
Actually, three, because he's way better than Jay on the mic. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
Jey Uso's the odd man out. The other day,
Yeah.
what was it? John Cena was cutting that promo, and he said these are a bunch of John Cena wannabes. It's two wannabes. It was four wannabes in a ring. That's what it was. It was all four of them are just fat wannabes.
Of what? They're being
Wannabe wrestlers. All of them are
Ron-
wannabe.
Yeah.
they're all Ron Cena
Wannabe.
Jey
Wannabe R-Truth.
Jey Uso, Logan Paul, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, all wannabes, all hacks, all has-beens. Terrible on the mic, terrible storyline. Can't write a storyline and finish it. It's dumb.
I can't agree with the Cody one. I think Cody's good on the mic. He saves a lot of
Cody's good.
people.
Cody's the best one there.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah,
Cody
he
can
saves
pull
a lot
it
of
off.
I'm lumping them all together for my promo.
Keep in mind that Dirt is still seething over the release of R-Truth, so let's not.
Yeah, I'm also being like
This
a
was
little
his.
bit animated.
So wait, was R-Truth on SmackDown? That was his. Yeah, that was his last match.
Yeah, he was.
That
So
was
yeah, we
it.
could cover that a little bit. Why not?
That was it.
That was his last
he
match
wrestled
against
J.C.
JC.
Mateo, formerly known as Jeff Corn on the Cob, from YouTube.corn, and he he is a big boned fella, as R-Truth pointed out backstage. He asked Solo Sikoa if it was his son. I thought that was hilarious. So honestly, R-Truth went out, I think, very poetically a little bit with the whole, like he literally, it'd be like me going out with a Gary Coleman joke, you know?
Well, I think it was also in the end. I think it was R-Truth's call, and I think it's all kayfabe that it's like, is it TKO? Is it Triple H? I think it's just. I think R-Truth said, "I'm not signing."
I think that's
And then
very
they just
wishful
made it-
thinking, yeah.
I
Well, I
it's
think R-Truth
storyline.
did say he's not signing because they probably lowballed him with a Legends deal offer or something like that, and maybe he didn't take that, or
Well, I think he's
Yeah.
working into becoming like a managerial role or a commentator role or something else where he doesn't have to perform as hard as he has. been.
maybe he wants to wrestle. If he wants to wrestle, he wants to wrestle, dude.
Yeah, but
He
he's
could
also
wrestle.
almost 60.
Yeah.
He should wrestle and then
55
go
years
take a
old.
manager job like Santino Morello in TNA or something like that. He'll be a good
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those.
But I think the whole is it TKO, is it Triple H that did this? I think that's all storyline. Because if you look at like Carlito's Twitter, it's clearly like he's talking in kayfabe. He's like, WWE wants me to return all the money I've been stealing the past few weeks.
Well, no, it's like the past couple of years. He's like, I've just been hanging out
Oh,
playing
yeah.
video games. He's like,
Yeah, he said they claim and I haven't been doing anything and I've been stealing money from the company.
yeah.
He has
So like,
Yes.
yeah.
straight robbery every week, dude.
Every week. Carlito, not true. Not true, dude. He gave us that Braun Breaker spear. And
Oh yeah,
I think that was worth what he got paid for his time in the WWE. That gif alone.
I mean, it hasn't been bad. It hasn't been bad. Like he's been good comment. Like he's been funny.
Mhm.
He's not like just sitting back there just doing nothing. Like he's hilarious, but
Oh,
match
yeah,
wise,
yeah.
like wrestler wise, he's more just like an extra. He's
yeah.
getting paid all that money to be an extra.
Well, he's part of the reality show part of WWE. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like part soap opera, part circus, and like he's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
part of the drama part,
Yeah, he
not
wasn't
the
part of
actual
the stunt
stunts
work.
part.
Yeah,
He-
the stunt work.
yeah.
Yeah.
which is where I think our truth's gonna end up. He's probably gonna end up in the story parts and not the actual stunts parts.
Well,
That's what he was
I have
doing.
an idea. Do you guys want to intertwine the predictions here? It just makes sense, sort of, since we already kind of talked about Cena, Truth, now Cena, Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso. We can just give our predictions for that match.
Yeah, what do you want to do first?
Well, I was saying Cody, Cody and Jay
Oh, well,
versus John and Logan.
If they're
since we
gonna
just
do the
talked about it.
same, if they're gonna continue this same undefeated John Cena at the end of his life thing, it's just gonna be John Cena and Logan Paul winning. Like, there's nothing interesting going on there either. There's no stakes. Like, John Cena's not gonna lose, so
Yeah.
what's the point?
My brother picked Cody and Jay.
I'm over John Cena. I think that's what it is. I think he was cool for 2 months, and that was it. His entire
Yeah.
career.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna pick Cena and Paul here.
hmm Paul picked Jey Uso and Cody.
So who are you picking, Dirt?
I just said I'm picking John Cena, Logan Paul,
Okay.
because it's gonna be. I mean, if it's not, that'd be better, but that's what it is.
Nate.
Mm, I was coming into this picking Cena and Paul,
Mm,
but I think I'm going to do Cody and Jay.
that's the more interesting one.
Um, I was gonna go Cena Paul for reasons of to keep the hype of Cena, but I feel like you can
There
go
is a
Cody and
storyline. There's a greater storyline with Cody too.
but I feel like you can go Cody and Jay just because you want to put that hype back onto Cody that he's gonna eventually steal this back.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Paul,
but if you do
Paul would never pick
the
Logan Paul.
WWE, if you do the WWE pattern, the guy who wins before the actual title thing loses the title. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it would be
Yeah.
John Cena winning this one and then losing in a couple months.
True. True. And he can afford to lose a tag team match.
He can afford to
Yeah.
lose. He could have afforded to lose to what's his face.
I think this one
I
can
already
go either
forgot him.
way. The only thing is,
Mhm.
I don't care.
Oh yeah. It's got a
I
bunch
wanna
of
say-
bozos that I don't.
I wanna say-
I don't like any of these people.
Well, it's on my
I don't
mind.
like
I think
any of
Money in
them.
the Bank at this point is I think it's being downgraded. I think it's being downgraded
it-
from a pay-per-view to a glorified house show. There's now 4 matches on the card. I think it's going to get lower and lower. I'm for it. I think it should get even lower to the point to where it's just simply a Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania or SummerSlam, whichever one you want.
Let's combine the two most tedious and boring pay-per-views, the Royal Rumble and the Money in the Bank. Let's
Oh,
have
no.
30 people at
People
the
love the
same
Royal
time.
Rumble, Dirt. No one has that opinion.
I'm saying
you.
tedious. I said the most tedious and the most boring. I didn't say that one was boring. I said it's the most tedious. It's long. Let's combine the two. Let's have a ladder match in the middle of the Royal Rumble.
That'd be chaotic. I don't think that's safe because
It
the
would
ladder
spice it
falls
up.
down
You
and
know, like-
cracks someone
you know,
right on
like-
the head.
Number 15 comes out, and then the ladders are activated, and everybody's like, oh shit, middle of the match. It kind of got a little sleepy there towards the middle. I was going to go get some nachos, but now that the ladders are here, I'm glued back in.
Dude, every 30 seconds the belt gets
A
a
new-
little no, the belt goes a little bit higher. It gets taller,
Oh,
so you gotta get a bigger ladder.
Yeah. Yeah, you start off with a hornswoggle size step stool ladder, and then by the time you're done with it, you're on an Andre the Giant size big man ladder. Look,
I
I'm
do
just trying
think-
to innovate the game here.
I do know last year's Royal Rumble I felt like was kind of honk shoe. It was more
Oh, yeah.
focused on surprise people than actual match. So
Oh yeah,
But
I feel
I-
like everything nowadays is all about cameos and references and not about making anything. Like that's just true about everything nowadays though. It's all about just like referencing and who's in this and yeah. I don't think there's anything of substance going on with that type of stuff.
No, we froze, by the way, guys. So I'm gonna put us on the
Yeah.
title card until we come back. But I got ours written down here. Paul, you know I didn't need to write yours down because I have yours already down. As in, I know you're not going to pick Logan Paul because as a fellow Paul, you do not support the scum
other
that
Pauls.
is Logan Paul, which we don't either. But just as a wrestling character here, and what I think they're going to base off the storyline, I'm picking him. You can't stop me.
Thank God I have Dirty Dom and not Logan Paul to share a name with.
Oh
Oof.
yeah, Dirt.
Yeah.
You guys have the same
You-
name.
Dirt.
Dirt.
You got like Samoa Joe, right?
What?
Yeah, that's
No,
Joe.
me and
Josh.
Jay Uso have the same name.
Oh yeah, Josh Uso.
Yeah,
He should go by Josh Uso.
that's his
That'd
name.
be That'd be good. That'd be better than Jay.
Is
Jay
his name
sounds like
actually Josh?
Yes.
Jay sounds like a little boy's name. It sounds like what you
I
call.
think
a
I'm lying.
10-year-old.
His name is Josh, dude.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, Joshua Samuel Fatu.
Yes, thank
Mm.
you.
Where does Uso come from?
It's like cousin.
Oh,
something.
oh, it's like an actual word.
Yeah, it's like it's like a slang word for cousin.
Okay. That's gonna be my faction name, Cousins. Then it's gonna be me and my twin brother, and we're not actually cousins. What the fuck?
You think Logan will turn on Cena? Why would Logan turn on Cena? I don't think so.
No, Logan's a kiss ass too. He's a
Yeah.
clout chaser. He's not a dynamic character at all. He's just a clout chaser.
Yeah. For
Now,
sure.
if he start, I don't know. I think he's a bad character in real life. And I don't think he should be around children.
Dude, it's crazy.
I don't think he should be. I don't think he should be exposed to children. The dude actively scams kids.
Yeah.
I think
So,
Triple H is doing a disservice to children by having him on his show.
Just a side note. I'm on. I guess my name's not common in the wrestling world because this is what
That's not
AI
true.
overview.
Most
AI
famous
overview.
part
told me-
of them all, Natalia Hart.
Oh well, yeah, you got to tally. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a girl
For
version.
males, there's only been two: Nathan
yeah.
Jones and Nathan Frazier.
Nathan Fielder.
You're about to say Nathan Fielder too.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's been to the WWE once or twice.
Nathan Fielder make a great manager. He did good work.
Is it?
He'd make a good reporter.
Do you know who these guys are?
No,
Frazier.
Nathan Drake. I know that's the guy from Uncharted.
I know that.
I don't
All
know.
right.
That.
Well,
Well, back to the wrestling.
Let's
right?
Let's pick a. All right, now we're gonna go to the first real match. That's not just a.
Oh no. We were
clown
covering
show.
SmackDown. We're intertwining it. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah. We're just gonna follow the SmackDown Raw timeline and then talk about the matches as they come along here.
That John Cena match. You know the part in the circus where the clown car comes out? That's that match.
Yeah.
And then all the
Well,
clowns start
I
coming out
believe
of the
that'll
car.
probably be kicking us off. I think that's what's
Yeah.
kicking us off. That's what I put in at the top
the
of
four
our
of
list.
them. The four of them are gonna drive a tiny punch bug into the ring together
Yeah.
because they're just a bunch of clowns. And I'm sorry to lump Cody in
I
there.
see
'cause
some
he's the
party
most
hats
tolerable out of
going
all.
off in the chat there. Some clown
Oh,
clown hats.
I'm gonna hit you with some 100s. I'm hitting you with 100s right now.
Oh shit.
100.
They just look like question marks on the.
do you want to save the Money in the Bank stuff or like because I know two people have gotten into the Money Bank, but you said how we're intertwining, but there's other Money
Yeah,
Banks
let's get
on
through.
Monday
Let's
too.
get through SmackDown. Well, let's get through the. We already finished SmackDown. Let's get through Raw. Right.
Oh,
One
what did
thing
you
I
think
know
about
from
the?
Raw.
Hold on, Wyatt Six doing a little scary tactic again.
It was the same thing. It was the exact
Yeah,
same thing
same
they
thing.
did the week before. I thought that was lame.
Yeah, but
I
that's
thought,
kind of the Wyatt's MO. The Wyatt's MO is to do
Yeah,
the
but they
same
need to
thing over
change
and over
the
again
MO,
and then
dude.
switch it. But that's their thing. They do the same thing over and over again to where it becomes predictable, and then they change all of a sudden.
Yeah, that sucks. They need to switch that MO. They need to
I think that's Bray Wyatt's whole thing.
No, Bray Wyatt was cryptid and stuff, but I mean they were different each week. This is literally the same thing that just happened last week.
I feel like they spent 2 years walking around with lanterns, real slow.
And I want them to do right by Bray and do
yeah.
this correct.
Well,
and
I think
not
it's a
have
little
this
early,
suck like it did the first time.
I think they should have waited at least a decade to resurrect his gimmick.
Well,
feel like
I
it's
mean,
a little
it's his
rushed.
brother, I guess. I don't know. He can get away
But his
with
brother
it. It's
already
his
had
brother.
this.
I feel like
His
it's the
brother
only
had this
person who
gimmick.
could get away with it.
I don't
but
think
I feel
we
like
can
it's a
have
little
an
early.
opinion on it, really. If Bo's
Yeah,
doing
that's
it,
why.
you know.
I was gonna say his brother's the only one who can do it, but I think it's a little early to bring back that gimmick.
Sure.
I think let that gimmick die for a little while.
Sure, and I think it's never going to get as hot as you want it
Because
to
what
be
it is,
because
what
you're
it
not
is
Bray
it's a
Wyatt.
It's a bastardized version of what we were looking at 2 years ago.
Well, 2 years ago, I don't think they were.
Was he dead longer than 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn, maybe it is time.
He just came up to the conclusion.
Yeah.
But no,
just
I mean
talked
they're,
about it.
long
they're
enough.
fine.
It's
But
been
this
long
was
enough.
just 2 weeks to answer Nate's question. This was just 2 weeks
Oh,
in
yeah.
a row of the same thing there, and I was just like, all right,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't
Hey.
love it. Whatever.
It's the same thing they were doing before they left Raw.
But they're kind of like ghosts, and ghosts kind of just do the same thing over and
Yeah,
over
but they
again.
just do
walk
the
around.
same moves and then they pose, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
they are very Power Rangers and like Ginyu Force.
What's next on the Raw agenda? Let's get to that.
I think we should start with the most stinkiest thing, and
Seth
then it will
Rollins.
match up with Money in the Bank. No, Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch.
Oh my
We
God,
get
how
another
long is this gonna
segment that was
drag
terrible.
on? These two.
What are your predictions for this fight?
Unfortunately, guys, I was gonna say this is out of the 4 matches on the card for Money in the Bank. This is one of them. So,
I thought you were about to say this is the best one.
And if this is the
No.
best, is this the best match?
this is
Oh.
the only
This is
singles
bad.
match.
Oh.
No, I
It's the
know, but
only
imagine if
singles
it's the
match.
best. The
Well, that's
best
Money in
match
the
in the
Bank for
entire
you.
night is this. That'd be crazy.
No, the best match is the Money in the Bank match.
Oh, 100%.
No, but I'm saying, but those should be good, right? But say they stink,
Oh
and
yeah,
then John
yeah,
Cena one stinks, and the only one that's good is the Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria.
I will be
They're gonna
shocked,
put on a
dude.
good show.
If it's as good as their
Um,
promos, it'll be like a D-list match.
I kind of want Becky to win this one, just because I like Becky slightly more.
I think Becky will win. I'm picking Becky.
Well, I think are they trying to push Lyra?
I mean, I think
No,
they
they've been
are a
trying
little
to.
bit, but it's just not. It's not clicking. I don't think.
No,
I
it's
don't
one
think
of
the gimmick's
those.
getting over. Not for me. It's not. The Bird Girl shit.
Yeah.
It's dumb. You've heard me rip on it. I'm
Not
not
everybody's
a
Tom
fan.
Brady. Look, not everybody can start from the bench and go out there and throw a damn spiral and start for the rest of their life.
I think Milquetoast has been induced with Lyra. I think Becky is no better. I don't think Becky is elevating Lyra whatsoever. I don't think they're doing each other any favors.
The best thing Becky ever did was break her nose on accident.
Well, that was Nia Jax. Didn't maybe have done it on purpose. We don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know. I think Becky will elevate this title a little bit as well. I mean, these mid card titles for the women, they blow. They suck ass. No one gives a shit about them. They've booked them like dog shit, and I think that they need a little shine, a little spit shine there from someone that's got a nice resume like Becky Lynch. So I'm picking Becky here, and that's my reasoning for it. I think their feud sucks. I think that their matches so far haven't been good. Their promos haven't been good. I hope this is much, much better. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, anything you can possibly cross on your body, please do it for the sake of entertainment.
crisscross applesauce.
And to hope that this is a squash match. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
gonna be a
Becky just hits her with
squash
one man
match.
handle slam and it's over. So who do you got, Nate?
I'm going Becky.
Okay.
I feel like they're doing this two back to back. I feel like they're kind of just going with the flow. The crowd likes Becky more than Lyra. Let's go. Let's put this belt back on Becky.
Yeah.
Let's put it on Becky, and just keep it that way for a little bit. Even though her promos are terrible as a heel.
All right.
Also, this terrible
you, Dirk?
bird. Well, I'm picking Becky Lynch.
Oh, okay. You know, it's funny. We got Becky's across the board because that's exactly who my brother picked. He picked Becky as well.
Paul picked Lyra Valkyria.
All right, man. Nice. Well, that's the. We're already done with half of our predictions there. We can get into the rest of Raw if you'd like. I don't know.
Oh, I can fire off my next two predictions right now.
Let's hold them. Let's hold them. I think we should talk about.
We're gonna talk about the matches individually here.
I think we're heating up the Sami Zayn Karrion Kross feud.
Mm-hmm.
That's starting to heat up a little bit more to where Sammy's like, I'm gonna come after you. So I'm curious on where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
But what is your thoughts?
My thoughts on that are yes, I like it. I kind of want it to speed up a little bit. I don't. It's a little too drawn out and long time storytelling or whatever you want to say. We're ready. We're ready for Karrion. We're ready for this character to thrive and be on our screens more in the ring. And if it's at the hands of Sami Zayn, or if it's at the corpse of Sami Zayn, so be it. I'm ready for it. Sami Zayn is boring to me. I think he's a boring babyface.
Oh my god,
I
he's been the same.
Enjoyed
his
him
entire
really.
run. Nope. Not even when he was at Kevin Owens. I was like, get this Joker away from Kevin Owens.
Yeah, he used to come out to ska music. I just want to clothesline the
He
shit out.
still comes out to ska music.
I mean,
He
I
comes
guess
out
it's a
with the same
toned down
music.
version of what it was. Yeah, I'm ready for him to die at the hands of Karrion Kross, right? And then Karrion can turn him into an actual puppet. I like Karrion. I think this is good. I want to see more of it, though. I feel like it's almost so background that if we didn't see it again next week, that most people wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
You know?
Dirt, are you keeping up with this Karrion Cross side quest?
I just know if you get him in the ring with Logan Paul, that could be a good sight to see.
I feel like they were going to do that eventually, but I
Yeah,
guess
but I
kinda,
think they
not
also
yet.
should just. I think the WWE needs to not accept money from Prime anymore, no matter how much they're giving them.
Dude,
Well, they accept money from Saudi
Dirt.
Arabia
That's
like
true.
3 times a year. I think the Royal Rumble's being held there this year. So
Is
let's.
Triple H a bad man?
I mean, are millionaires?
Are
Let's
billionaires bad
let's
people?
not divulge into that. Yeah, like Paul said, Raw's starting to get boring. Yeah, it is. Because look at us over here. We're supposed to be talking about Raw,
I don't even watch Raw.
Mm.
and then we're more so talking about the behind the scenes facts of it, like
I'm talking about Sami Zayn's music. Speaking of which, I think it might be growing back on me.
we're talking about
I think
12
it's one of
seconds that
those-
happened on Raw. That was the most entertaining thing.
I think Sami Zayn's music is like one of those jokes that gets dragged out so long it becomes funny again. And I think I'm starting to like his music again.
No, I hate it. I just
Or not
don't like
again,
it.
just starting to like his music.
It's not. It's not one of those ironic things that's coming around like, oh, it's actually kind of good. No, it's not. It's not.
No,
it's
not
not,
that it's actually kind of good. It's almost like
it's not
almost
Nickelbacking.
funny.
Sorry.
It's almost funny when he interrupts somebody or something, and it's just like,
I mean, that'd be better if you did it.
yeah. yeah,
Look at this graph.
Look at this curve. Dude, get Nickelback to do some wrestling.
You gonna say
walkout.
Limp Bizkit? I heard that on the tip of your tongue.
Actually, Limp Bizkit would make some good wrestling walkout.
All right, let's let's go to
Let's see.
the next thing on Monday Night Raw, please.
Oh,
I'm trying to see.
oh.
I'm
The
trying to
most
see what we
entertaining
can tag
program
in.
on Netflix, Monday Night Raw.
I'm trying to see what we can tag in because I feel like some of this stuff kind of tags in together.
CM Punk, Seth Rollins.
Any thoughts on Sheamus actually doing? I thought
I
we were gonna
have
get
lots of
Sheamus and
thoughts on
Rusev this week, but there's another challenge, and I guess we're gonna get it next week. Honk you.
I like Sheamus. I
God,
like
dude.
Rusev.
Yeah. See, I like both of these guys, and I see some people saying that this is a good opponent for Rusev's first real opponent, and I'm like, I don't like that sentence. First of all,
Who's he fought already?
Otis
Who's he
and
defeated?
Tazawa.
I would say
Okay, and,
Otis
well, I
is
don't
a
know.
pretty
It
good
just
matchup
degrades them a
for-
little bit
No,
when it's a guy. You
I was
got
gonna
everybody saying, "Oh,
Otis
now he's
is
got
a
a real
good
opponent in
matchup.
Sheamus." Like what? Otis and Tazawa can be real opponents. I mean, you need jobbers, of course, but I mean, to bury them so far as that, I don't know, to just make them how are you ever going to get excited for them again? I mean, it's going to be hard. But Sheamus and Rusev, I mean, this is 1/3 of the League of Nations here. I'm not that excited
I was
for
going
it.
to say,
I don't
get
really give a
Cesaro out
shit.
there.
I think this is a dud for the return of Rusev. I love these two guys individually, but this is not cutting the mustard for me. I don't know who wrote this for Rusev.
Where
but
is
no
Lana?
good. This is
Where's Lana?
C. This is like mid tier bullshit. This is like this. I'm pretty sure they were just like they stole this from like a SmackDown versus Raw 2006 video game storyline.
Well, this is like
Oh,
20
Rusev beats up Tazawa. Then why did Sheamus come out to help Otis and Tazawa? What the fuck is this?
That's random.
Yeah,
it's because
random dog
Sheamus
shit.
Sheamus and Rusev have history.
Yeah, I know they have history, but who has history? Sheamus and Tazawa?
They're on
No,
that
Sheamus
team or
and
something. They showed
Rusev.
it. They showed it.
Otis and Tazawa are irrelevant in this situation. It's all about
Yeah.
Sheamus and Rusev. I agree. Sheamus is the first real opponent.
I mean, he is the first real opponent, but he's not like I don't know. It's just not a big deal to me. I've seen this happen before. This is a rehash. Like you've got Rusev coming back after 5
they're
years.
they're just trying to hype up a match that happened 10 years ago.
Like, why isn't Rusev getting face to face in the ring with Seth Rollins or some shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's like get some shit we don't expect going on.
Let's get the
Braun Breaker.
accolade rolling
Yeah.
again and make Rusev undefeated and take out the entire Paul Heyman faction,
Rusev coming
the
back,
entire
beating up
Fulagala
a jobber,
faction, all of them.
and
Rusev
then
used to
fighting
be
Sheamus is the
undefeated.
most predictable shit I've ever heard.
Rusev used to come out and put people on accolades so their nose bleeded and they like passed out.
Yeah, he also used to watch his wife make out with Bobby Lashley. So
That wasn't
he
his
needs a little
real
bit of
wife.
redemption.
That wasn't his real wife.
Yes, it was. Lana's his real wife.
Are they really married?
Yes, Dirt.
I didn't know Lana was a real person. I thought she was a completely fake character.
Well, she is a fake character on TV, but she's a real person who's
Tell me that's
married
not
to Rusev.
It's not a computer?
No. Yeah, dude. I didn't like this. I don't really like it that much. I think it's like lower than mid. It's that Reggie Reg. We're smoking on the Reggie with this
Look
one.
at that brick.
Next. Why doesn't
I
Rusev have a
think we-
match?
Let's
I
get
think
Why
we
isn't
should
that
do,
on? Why isn't that on this card? Why isn't that on Money in the Bank card?
Let's get Rusev accolading people. I want to see him
Alright.
accolade the tribal chief right now.
Well,
That's
you'd
what
have
he
to-
used
The
to
tribal
do.
chief would
Not
have
let
to
it-
show up to work, Dirt. I don't think that you're.
That's
they won't
what,
let that
that's
happen.
what Rusev used to be like. Rusev used to put Roman Reigns in the damn accolade 3 times a freaking week, make him pass out.
They
That's
won't let
got
that happen.
like hyped up fake memories of Rusev.
Rusev came out and broke Mark Henry's arm on his debut.
That is not true.
Who was that? That happened
That was
though,
Brock
somewhere.
Lesnar.
Brock
Oh,
Lesnar.
okay. That was Brock Lesnar. I was like, that did happen.
Yeah.
So I think we should get into the women's Money in the Bank. So we had the SmackDown ones.
I'm picking Julia.
We had Naomi winning in SmackDown, and then that was the last one. And then the last one was on Raw. We had Stephanie Valkyrie making her debut against Ivy Niles and Liv Morgan. I think it was actually a decent match, honestly. Wasn't
Yeah,
a
it
bad
was.
match.
No, it was good.
Uh,
It was a good match, and as we predicted, the Cure came out on top. No way the new face who runs the place was about to lose here. Where for the first time ever, we're going to get a face-to-face of her and Rhea Ripley. The internet's, cave-dwelling male are going to collectively bust a collective nut. When
Lots
that
of
happens.
knuckles will be lifted from the ground this week.
Yeah. Yeah. When those two face off inevitably. Actually, those two don't need to face off. Those two need to turn around and have their asses face off. Their
dude, the
asses-
internet's gonna. Let's just say the internet's gonna explode when Stephanie Valkyrie gives Rhea Ripley the devil's.
no.
What is it called? The devil's.
I don't
kick
understand all
at
the
Money
hype
in the
around
Bank.
Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley looks like she's musty.
What?
Her armpit
She's
smells
Rhea
like
no
Vegemite.
Ripley, dude. She doesn't rip
Dude,
farts.
she looks
dude.
like she doesn't even use soap in the bath.
Dude,
She
we're
just,
getting
like,
angry
with
Mickey. We're
water.
getting angry Mickey right now because we're talking about butts. Can't get
Oh,
angry
snap.
Mickey out here.
Well,
Speaking
Mickey's
of
gonna be
butts,
upset. Tell her not to watch the Money in the
Naomi-
Bank this weekend.
Ooh.
But yeah, no,
I
this
know
was a
how
good
big
match. Like Nate was saying, this
Was.
was a good match.
Was a good
but
match.
It was predictable winner, and to see her advance is nice. But we've got all the new girls. It's the new girls versus this. It's the seniors versus the freshmen here in this Money in the Bank match. It seems like.
Oh.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
so in that
100%.
Money in the Bank match, so we have Stephanie Valkyrie, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez,
Yes.
Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Julia.
Yes.
Julia.
And I'm picking Julia.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's that. I feel like that's kind of the dark horse pick, but I could
That's
see
the one I'm picking.
it. Go
It's
for
the only one I can actually see doing the Money in the Bank gimmick.
Okay. I'll
And
write
she
down
is
that for
also
you.
she's also a SmackDown. She's on the SmackDown roster. Julia committed there,
Absolutely, she is.
and then Roxanne's on Raw. Just Gates. I didn't know if we covered that. We didn't cover that at all.
No. What, the Roxanne match?
No, Roxanne. The choosing of where they went. Julia going to SmackDown. Roxanne going to Raw.
Well, no, we talked about it on the show before.
Okay.
Yeah. It does matter which show they're on, I guess, because it depends on which champion they'd be going to face or be challenging. storyline wise. Julia, I mean, honestly, it could go either way for any of these women. Like, I could see anybody winning here. But I'm going to pick who my brother picked. Me and my brother are on the same wavelength here, and I'm picking Naomi.
Interesting one. That's an interesting choice, honestly.
I picked Naomi at WrestleMania. I thought she should have won there against Jade Cargill. I like this new heel character. I think people should give it a little bit more of a chance. She's a little corny with it, a little cornball, but I think she's just trying to dive into it deep, and I think we should allow her to do that, and I think this Money in the Bank briefcase will do that for her. I'm picking Naomi, and I think she's going to cash in on screw someone out of the championship relatively soon.
I think Naomi should lose for the exact same reason. I think Naomi's had every chance she has for the past 20 years to change her gimmick. There's new people, and they deserve it more than her.
Yeah,
Who's your pick, Dirk?
Boom.
I agree. I agree. I mean, agree a little bit, but at the same time, Naomi has been champion, but they were under the Vince McMahon era. They were very lackluster championship reigns. I don't think any three of us or anyone in the chat could name a great Naomi match during one of her title reigns. I don't think it's going to happen. I think
Naomi and the Funkadactyls versus.
She was not champion while she was Funkadactyl. Do you see what I'm saying, though? She's kind of had to take a back seat to a lot of other people on the roster. She's been there a long time, but I think out of especially the people in this match that have been there a while, Rhea, Naomi, Alexa, I think Naomi is the most deserving out of those three.
Dirk has the most random memories. Like the most randomest.
It's all there. It's all there.
It's not all there, Dirt.
That's
it's
great.
like Dirt's got like 2 years of memories from WWE.
It's like the worst part. It was like the worst time of WWE too.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Well, let's not the worst rating because it was probably good for like the people that were not casual fans, but the casual fans were not watching at this time.
well, some.
I guess I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know, but
I
it's
just wish
hilarious.
Triple H would just go back to the Authority and goddamn.
See, like Dirt
And
remembers
I
the
wish-
worst stuff. Dirt remembers the stuff that's terrible, and he's like, I'm gonna just keep bringing that up.
I wish Daniel Bryan was chanting no.
Dude, that was great.
I wish Sin Cara was jumping off a springboard.
Oh, don't do that. Don't
Dude.
stop.
Oh, Nate likes Sin Cara. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh no.
Or
Paul thinks Rhea's gonna win. Now I feel like that's so.
No,
boring.
I'm picking the absolute wild card, and I think it's the right one. I'm picking Julia.
Rhea doesn't need a Money in the Bank briefcase at all.
Yeah, out of all of them, Rhea doesn't need anything.
She can win on her own without a
Rhea,
gimmick
honestly,
briefcase.
Rhea's just there to make the stakes of the match higher.
I think she's just there to put a little oomph into the match. I think it's the same thing with
Yeah.
Seth Rollins on the other side. I think
I'm
makes
picking Seth
it
on
makes
the
it
other
seem
side.
like they're the favorite because they're the most decorated, but it's
I
not
also
the case
think
at
that's
all.
why Alexa Bliss is in the match too. I think Alexa Bliss is also in the match for the same reason as Rhea.
We
Just
gotta
for hyping
remember.
up the other people for when they
Yeah.
win. It's like, holy shit, they took out Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley.
You gotta remember this match is in LA as well, so it's a popular place. So they're gonna put these popular faces as like that on that poster face. But I also think because as much as I would love to pick Alexa Bliss because she's been great since she's been back, by the way.
Sure.
And I've been
too.
saying this.
Alexa
I
Bliss is
think
cool. She's actually
her
cool.
Rhea and Naomi is there to be the vets to make these
Yeah.
new girls make sure it's not
Look better.
looking rough. Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
sure.
So
them look better.
my pick is Roxanne Perez.
Whoa.
Well, that's a safe one too. Out of the newbies, I think that's the safest one.
I know. I think the safest one for the newbies is Stephanie Valkyrie because
Yeah,
she's
you're
been-
probably right. She's got the heat.
Yeah,
I think
she's
Perez
coming-
is a cool pick though. I like the storyline that could go along there. Kind of looks a little crazy if she's got the title and Liv and Roxanne lose theirs at some point.
Yeah, she's like messing with the Judgment Day, and you got Liv there that used to be had the title, and then you got that. So I think it's good. Yeah, that'd
Isn't
be a
there a
good
little
one,
dirty Dom love triangle going on between them too?
supposedly.
Yeah, we talked
That's what they're
about it.
trying to make it
We
look
talked
like.
about Nugget versus Tinder. I mean, you remember. Just gotta jog that memory.
I don't like that. I don't like that nugget thing.
I'm going with I won't call her that, Rhea.
Are you gonna call her Stinky Ripley?
No, people call her
Mommy.
yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
No, I think that's very weird to do that.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
don't know. The whole like dominatrix, I don't know.
I can't get behind that behavior. And fellas, if you're doing that on the internet,
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool if you're into it, but don't do it on the internet
no, fellas, if you're doing that
in
on the internet,
public.
just stop. Just stop. Get some help.
Yeah, yeah,
Get some help.
yeah. Cool your jets, man. Cool your jets.
Cool your jets.
She's
Cool your
married to
jets.
Buddy Murphy. Like,
Doesn't
right?
even matter. You
Yeah,
shouldn't.
yeah,
I
it
don't
does.
know.
He's a ginger. No, I'm just.
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
Whoa. You can't say ginger on YouTube.
I think out of all of us, you can because you're Irish.
What? I'm not Irish.
None of that works. None of that works.
I have an Irish last name.
Yeah. Okay. Stolen valor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fraud. Bald fraud.
Bald
Ball.
fraud.
Yeah, ball. Dude, he referenced that this week. You know what? Speaking of that, that's a good cut to
Well, see,
our
Paul
next
says it's
thing.
just a nickname, but you know what's funny? It is just a nickname, but it's also
Who's
an
that?
outdated nickname because she's not with Dominic anymore. Dominic was the one that's Spanish and was calling her
Yeah,
mommy.
they
So
were
why would she still go with
Oh,
that?
he was doing it like a Chicano way. That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, but
It's
she's
different
not, she
than
hasn't
going,
been with
"Ooh,
Dominic
mommy,
for like
milky."
2 years.
I'm talking about the people who are like, "Ooh, mommy, milky." Like that one's weird. But like,
Who's saying that? Who, mommy, Milky?
Ooh, mommy, milky. Paul's gonna say it
They're-
now in the chat just to troll.
Yeah.
He's gonna say,
They're
no,
gonna
but
try
if
to
he's
milk
doing
her
it,
left
if he's
butt
doing
cheek.
like Chicano mommy, that's different.
ooh, mommy, milky.
You know, you've seen people out there. They're like, "Oh, Rhea Ripley, mommy, milky," and they pretend like they got like a pacifier or something. I don't know.
Mommy, Milky.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Jim Carrey and Liar Liar with the lady with the boobs in the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Good
god.
movie.
All right, well, what's back to Raw?
That's what
So,
you're gonna think about every time you hear somebody say "mommy." Now you're gonna be like,
Mommy, Milky. So I guess I guess we could talk about this before. Do you guys want to do the Seth Rollins main event, or do y'all want to talk about the men Money in the Bank?
Well, let's talk about CM Punk.
Let's talk about
getting
the
his
Seth
chances-
Rollins main event.
chances squandered by Paul Heyman's faction.
Yeah, you know what sucks
Okay.
about that? Dirt makes a solid point. They have no name.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna call them
Paul
the
Heyman's
conglomerate.
faction.
I'm calling them the conglomerate because that's what this article they calls them a conglomerate of wrestlers. So I'm just gonna call them the conglomerate because that sounds cool.
It does sound
Now they-
cool.
Now
Yeah,
they're
'cause they're
not
all
getting a
just
name
different.
because are they not getting a name because it's not going to be a long-term thing? It's kind of just a quick little storyline, and then there's
I
going
think
to
they're
be
not getting a name because the writers at WWE fucking suck, and they can't think of anything.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit thrown together. I'm not a fan of it all the way. I've
At this
was
point, just let
vocal about that last
ChatGPT
episode.
just let ChatGPT write WWE because I
Oh,
feel
no,
like
don't
at
do
that
that.
point
They'll just
At
pull.
that
They'll
point-
just. They don't. They doesn't know anything about WWE.
they'll just pull
He
attitude
doesn't know
era
CM Punk's with the company right now. He doesn't know anything.
It'll pull attitude era matches and just make those happen again.
Yeah, we don't need that. It'll be like bras and
Feel
panties
like-
matches.
It'll be like get a 50-year-old
With
Mickie
Sheamus
James
and
or a
Rusev.
75-year-old Beth Phoenix out there right now
That's probably why we have Sheamus and Rusev.
because of ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no, this main event, more of the same, in my opinion. Seth Rollins, two goons, Paul Heyman. I actually had someone from my job who's told me that they know I watch wrestling, and they were like, I was just skimming Netflix and I saw that wrestling was on. She was like, it was like 10:40. She was like, it was like 10 o'clock at night. I turned it on, and she said there was just a bald, sweaty man. She said standing in the corner like this, and then she did an impression. She was like,
Paul Heyman is one of the
And
best.
I was like, "Oh, that's Paul Heyman." And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I listened to them talk for like a little bit, and then I was like, this is fucking boring," and I turned it off.
Yeah, if you don't know what's going on, it is boring.
Oh yeah,
You gotta invest some time into it to understand what's going on.
yeah, but there should be something grabbing my attention. I don't know, Paul with these three guys. Something
think Paul
about
wants
it
to
isn't
be there
clicking,
right now.
dude. Something about it.
Paul doesn't want to be there right now. It's just somebody else putting them all together.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, but
seem
coming
legit.
into-
It's like John
coming
Cena
into-
levels, heel levels of just
It's
try
not.
hard.
It's none of their ideas. It's somebody else's idea, and they
The
are all
crowd's
just-
singing this man's theme, and then he's being a dick. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he should come out to no music. He should come out to Mike Tyson's
Yeah,
walkout
switch
music.
some shit up. Like they're not
Just come out
changing
to a
shit.
Come out to a drone sound where it's just like.
It's the same every week. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I also think tuning into Raw the last 20 minutes because it only lasts till 10:30 now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the
yeah.
worst time to tune in.
It
Sometimes.
really is, dude. The way it's been going off the air lately has been awful. At least in my
Ooh, yeah.
opinion. I don't think it's been very good.
It's been 11:05. It goes off at 11:05 and our entire lives until these last few months. It's been
Yeah.
10:30.
And you get like an hour of
TKO.
commercials. I've been vocal and very pissed about it
Yeah.
throughout all
TKO.
of my live streams.
TKO's number one thing was less wrestling, more commercials.
Clearly.
They said, "What's with all this time we spend on wrestling when we could be advertising?"
Yeah, well, yeah. Slim Jim. Slim Jim just signed a new deal that they're going to be the main center logo every week on Monday Night Raw. Aren't you excited?
On a table. On a table.
No, I love the Morgan and Morgan logo. I was hoping that logo would be the centerpiece of the new WWE
I wasn't
belt.
expecting him to be like, no, I liked the Morgan and Morgan logo.
I was hoping for the Morgan and Morgan logo to be showcased on the new title belt. And then maybe perhaps maybe a Snickers bar on the title belt would be nice.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I
like
feel
a
like that's
real,
the direction. That's
real
the
one.
direction we're going. We're going to diamond encrusted Snickers belt.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
that's
gonna
cool.
you're gonna be the Snickers presents WWE champion.
Yeah, and it's gonna be.
24/7
It's just gonna be. It's gonna be a 3D rendering of a Snickers bar on a belt,
It's
It's
gonna be
a
a
27
3D printed Snickers unwrapped.
and that's not gonna. It's gonna be unwrapped. I was just about to say it's not gonna be in the wrapper. It's gonna be.
and it's
like
gonna be a
fur.
24/7 belt to where everyone's fighting
Yeah.
for it.
Everyone's fighting for the Snickers, and then they're gonna have this saying, "You're not yourself when you're hungry."
Yeah, yep. We just wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
look
is
at that.
this is the way to bring back the 24/7
Look,
belt.
that's
man.
actually a good comedy gimmick for the 24/7 belt. Make it the Snickers 24/7 challenge.
The Snickers 24/7
The
challenge.
Snickers 24/7 challenge. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Yeah,
Boom.
think you need to get Snickers more involved. WWE, you're cutting the mustard here with Slim Jim and with Prime, but you're holding back on
And
some of the people
we're
that have been
missing
around
the-
forever.
we're missing-
I remember Jerry Lawler being like, "Tonight's episode is brought to you by Snickers."
Let's get. We're missing the opportunity to have the Morgan and Morgan Championship belt. Then we can put that on Liv Morgan.
He's not wrong.
Morgan and Morgan and all
I'm
Liv
just
Morgan.
spitballing ideas that come to my mind.
Morgan,
and I think
Morgan,
they're
and
better-
Morgan, Braun, and Bronson, attorneys at law.
on Liv Morgan.
I think. Let's get the Prime bottle out of there though. That's the one.
Dude, this episode is just dirt hating on Prime.
I'm gonna say it every chance I get. I don't think Logan Paul should be in WWE. The money that Triple H is getting from Prime was stolen from children.
Dirt's mad that Logan Paul is still raking in a check from WWE, and R-Truth is living in a box outside of the PC right now.
That's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. Carlito and R-Truth had to take the bullet so Logan Paul could get a better contract.
Yeah, dude, Carlito
Dude,
and
you just-
R-Truth just split a can of beans outside of the PC as they're
Actually-
hurtled over a
I don't think
small
Logan
barrel
Paul-
fire.
I don't think Logan Paul gets paid to be in WWE. I think he pays money to be in the WWE.
He might.
I think that's part of his sponsorship. Is like I get to be part of the show if you want Prime. But I don't
Maybe.
think
one
he's,
thing-
I think
mean, I
he's
wouldn't
I think he's
deny
I think he's
that.
I think he's that much of a loser. He had to pay to be in the WWE.
I mean, it's possible.
Well, it's-
Yeah,
Well,
think
the thing
about
I don't
Snoop
like
Dogg.
is,
Snoop Dogg gets in there anytime he wants.
The thing I don't like is he says he's a full-time superstar now, and he's not full-time.
No.
No.
He films like a bunch of vignettes the same day, and then they play him every now and then on an episode.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, Logan Paul was here. No, he's not. He's not there.
that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Dude, I like my cheese drippy, bro.
Let's get into the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, guys. This is
Well,
what's
that's what I was
happening.
gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was
Nate.
gonna go from the match. So we got the CM Punk, the El Grande Americano, and AJ Styles.
Okay,
I,
yeah.
I felt like I didn't expect El Grande Americano to win this match. I was going into this match
I watched Josh
with CM
watch this
Punk
match.
winning this. Because I was gonna go into the main event. No, not the main. The Money in the Bank with CM Punk and Seth is gonna cancel each other out, which they still can.
I think
but-
the unfortunate truth here, the unfortunate truth is El Grande is the most over person in the match.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Who's more over than El Grande right now in this
I
match?
don't think El Grande's that over. I don't think he's really getting cheers
Punk?
that much.
he gets,
CM Punk
he
is
gets
a-
a pop. He gets a pop.
I mean, he
CM
gets a
Punk
little
is
bit of a
over.
pop. but
No,
it's
no,
not-
no. CM Punk's not in this match. I'm talking about in the Money in the Bank match. Are we talking about something else? Probably, aren't we?
Oh yeah, Nate just said he's talking about the main event, the match that led into this Money in the Bank match, which is this match that El Grande Americano won.
Scratch everything I said. CM Punk's more over than El Grande.
Yeah,
And so is
Scratch
AJ
everything.
Styles.
sure.
AJ Styles too, even though he's kind of.
I thought this was a pleasant surprise. I didn't really
Was.
need CM Punk, Seth Rollins both in this match. I don't really need Seth Rollins in this match at all. Like you said, you thought they were going to cancel each other out. I still think that's going to happen.
Oh.
I think CM Punk's going to screw Seth Rollins over here once again. Null and void. El Grande, pleasant surprise. The only thing I fear is they're having a Worlds Collide pay-per-view right before this, right? Which Chad Gable's going to
He's
be
the main
featured
event.
on.
Yep.
Not El Grande Americano. So on the AAA
Chad.
event, it's Chad Gable, and on the WWE event, it's El Grande Americano. It doesn't really make
I don't
much
see
sense.
how. I
But
don't see how that's an issue. Those are two different people.
well, yeah. But El Grande Americano, if he wins here, I fear that this
He gets the
Money
briefcase.
in the- yeah,
Dude,
he gets.
imagine that briefcase on El Grande.
Yeah, it's not the best thing in the world. It kind of makes it a joke, and I think that Triple H kind of
think
doesn't
the
like Money in
briefcase
the
at this
Bank, and if
point-
that's the case, it will be a joke. And I don't think Chad Gable or El Grande Americano would cash it in for an actual world title. I think he would go over to Triple A and cash it in for their world title.
Oh, dude. That's such a major heel move for El Grande to do.
Yeah, but it sucks because I don't care.
About AAA.
I don't give a shit about their title. I don't give a shit. Like, I know they're introducing these
the-
guys and like it's a Worlds Collide thing, but I don't know these people from Adam. I've just been introduced, and we're doing this
I think
pay
the
per view.
AAA. I think
Like-
the AAA crowd just needs to go into the WWE roster.
Like, I'll check it out, but I don't really care for the Money in the Bank. If you're going to actually utilize it as a, optimal device for a wrestler to use to elevate their career, I don't think putting it on El Grande Americano, Chad Gable's joke character, and then having him go win the title of a promotion you just bought would be a good decision. I don't think it
I think
would.
it'd be hilarious. No, it
With
would
these
be
terrible headbutts. Please stop the headbutts.
Well,
It's
it's
bad.
because he's got a plated mask.
I love the headbutts.
Yeah.
There's
No,
a
the
steel
headbutts are
plate.
terrible. He overuses the headbutts. It's like Jey Uso
Yeah.
with his super kick.
Well,
Jey Uso
yeah.
kind of just doing.
Well,
a
Jey Uso
regular-
doesn't have a steel
There's
plate in
nothing-
his boot.
There's nothing
Yeah.
super about Jey Uso's kick either.
No. But let's get to this men's Money in the Bank match. It leads right into that. We got Seth Rollins. We got LA Knight. We got Andrade. We got El Grande Americano. We got Solo Sikoa. And we got Penta. All lined up here for this men's Money in the Bank ladder match.
I think
Could
this is a
go.
wild pick.
This is a wild card pick. This stands out to me. This seems like all new guys besides Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but it's tough to pick any one of them to win this because
Um,
any one of them, besides El Grande,
Yeah, it is tough to pick, but I feel like if that's the
'Cause-
case, I'm going to go with who I think would be best for storyline wise, and who it would elevate more, and actually,
Solo?
like I said,
Solo Sikoa.
no, I'm picking LA Knight.
Mm. I think Solo could do good with the Money in the Bank with his little factory he's got going on.
Let me tell you why. LA Knight was he's on SmackDown, and Aleister Black was going to qualify for this match, who's another returning guy who they've kind of been lackluster with on his return. Aleister Black hit a devastating Black Mass, and LA Knight threw him out of the ring and stole the pin. And I was like, what a heel ass move from LA Knight. I love that shit. And he's kind of been being a little bit of a smug prick a little bit. And I'm hoping he leans more into that. Me and Dirt talked about it. We hope he turns into Cyrus from Trailer Park Boys.
I got shit to do.
Yeah, he's got shit to do today, and I'm hoping that that's the case with LA Knight. I think it'll elevate him. I think it'll elevate SmackDown. SmackDown is the better show. It'll be it'll be interesting. LA Knight is my pick. Is Paul's pick as well. I'm going with him.
I think I'm gonna go.
Let me see who my brother picked. My brother picked El Grande Americano.
Oh wow, I'm picking.
He would.
I'm picking Solo Sikoa.
Really?
Because I think the Money in the Bank is like the first actual test for Solo. Like, can he actually do this?
Well, I think it would be interesting if he got it and Jacob Fatu like had a big match and he cashed in on Jacob for the like United States title.
Oh, he can cash in for any title?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just for the one.
Yeah, people have cashed it in for United States title before. Fucking Austin Theory.
Oh, I'm going right after Dolph Ziggler's Intercontinental title.
His well, he's in TNA.
Nick Namath. Nick Namath.
Is that his name now?
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
Nick Ziggler.
He's the tag team champion with his like brother or something.
Yeah.
His
Just
brother?
going back to no TNA talk. Just going
His
back
brother,
No,
Ralph
TNA.
Ziggler.
Just going back to Solo, I want to make a point about Solo, and that's that it would be a good dynamic, though, regardless of if he like cashed in or not, with him having the briefcase and Jacob holding a title. Regardless, it'd be a good dynamic. It would add some steam there because it's kind of like needing some.
They could also hold the WWE hostage the same way Roman did for 5 years.
Yeah, we don't need that. No, this is your
They,
pick.
I feel like Roman Reigns ground WWE to a fucking halt. Like, where's the storyline?
Yeah.
I feel like he just like slammed the brakes on the train.
What's on your pick, Nate?
Ooh.
So my pick is Penta.
Wow.
Big luchador.
I don't know. For some reason, I like Penta in this match. I don't really have a big storyline for it. I just
He
think
doesn't have one. He doesn't really have a big
Yeah,
storyline. He kind of just qualified.
yeah. So I think the belt. I think giving him the Money in the Bank, you can kind of throw him anywhere.
Is he like the main luchador right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that. He's the top one because Ray's
I mean,
not really.
Ray. Yeah, I was gonna
No.
say Ray Phoenix doesn't really do much, does he?
And
Not
Rey
Rey
Mysterio
Phoenix,
as well.
Rey Mysterio
Oh.
haven't been doing much. He's
Well,
been
I'd say
hurt, I
Ray
think.
Phoenix is better than Penta, but I haven't
Do
seen.
you
Rey
consider
Phoenix.
Dominic a luchador?
Kind of, in a
No.
way, I do. Well, I think he's been a luchador since he was 13. And all, like, now that I'm thinking about it, he's
I
been
think Dominic
kind of
is.
luchador.
I think Dominic is WWE homegrown built. I do not think he cut his chops in Mexico.
That's true. He can't really claim to be a luchador. He's more of a traditional American wrestler.
Yeah, when Dom started wrestling, he was taking breaks, playing
I would
Xbox
say-
360, drinking Capri Sun in his dad's mansion. Like he's
I
not.
was gonna say
Yeah.
Dom's debut for his career was when he was like 6 years old.
Yeah,
Like that's
for
when
his
his
wrestling
career
character,
started.
sure.
Yeah. He's been working this character for like longer than most people have
Yeah.
been alive.
All right, Paul. Good seeing you. Paul's getting out of here, taking a snooze. I
Later,
got it,
Paul.
man. It's late over there in the UK. See you Friday.
Is
man.
it fair to say that Dom is the most veteran person in the WWE now that R-Truth is out?
No. What? Just because he was 6?
He's been in the WWE since he was 6, but that was like 2000, right?
Yeah.
He's been in longer than John Cena. John Cena, dude, Dominic Mysterio is John Cena's childhood hero.
What?
John Cena
What are you
debuted in
going on about
2002.
right now?
I don't know. I'm putting together something in my head. That was my
It's pretty
joke.
good. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, because Dom's been in since like 1999, so he's probably the most veteran wrestler right now. I also keep pushing the date back more and more.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he debuted in like 2008.
Let me look it up.
I want to say it's
Gotta
like
blow my nose.
2008. The custody of Dominic Mysterio match. That's like
Gotta
the
blow my
start of
nose,
his
yeah.
career. When was that match, Josh? The custody of Dominic Mysterio.
Around 2004.
Yeah, it's later than I thought.
Let's see.
Who did your brother pick for this? Oh, he picked El Grande.
Yeah, we've all got a different
Two
pick
thou-
here, which is fun. We do all have a different pick
2005.
here.
2005.
And we all got a
when
different
he
pick
first
for
came.
both matches, which is nice. So, if someone's coming out on top. Can't be all of us.
What are run down each pick for each match one time so we can hear them all together.
Okay. For Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus John Cena and Logan Paul, Nate has selected Cody and Jey. I selected Cena and Paul. Jacob selected Cody and Jey. Dirt, you selected Cena and Paul.
We're split.
Split down there, that one. Now for Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria, Nate selected Becky. I also picked Becky. Jacob picked Becky, and Dirt picked Becky. So Becky across the board. Now for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, Nate, he picked Roxanne Perez. I picked Naomi. My brother picked Naomi. And Dirt picked Julia. And then for the men's Money in the Bank, Nate picked Penta. I picked LA Knight. Jacob picked, El Grande Americano. And then Dirt picked Solo Sikoa. But Solo doesn't get applause. That never happens.
No, boring honk shoe.
Yeah.
He's holding
Well,
on
I was
to
gonna-
for the life of him.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's somebody-
pick Seth. I was gonna pick Seth, and then Josh made like really good points about anti-Seth for this match, and I was like, damn, Seth is out.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. No, you
It's
see,
not his. And it's pointless for
Talking
him to
about
have.
time.
It's boring.
Dude, and
Talking
everything
about
around that
Seth,
faction is just like dead ends. It's all dead
Like,
ends.
talking about a safe choice is Seth, because you can't. Going into this, it's Seth. It looks like Seth all
Oh,
day.
he's also got the faction to help him set up the ladder and pull people
Yep.
off the ladder. And he's got Paul Heyman who can distract the ref when the actual winner gets the thing, and then Seth can
Yeah.
steal the thing and be like, I actually grabbed it.
But that's the thing. That's why I think it's going to be Seth is going to look like he's going to win because Braun and Bronson, Bronson and Braun, whatever,
Attorneys at law.
Yeah, the
lawyer-
Morgan and Morgans.
they're going to come out, affect this
The
match.
firm.
But then this is when
Ooh.
this is when Sammy and CM Punk ruins it for Seth.
Oh shit! You think we're gonna get a Sami Zayn CM Punk?
Yeah.
Dude,
They're gonna
I
come
kinda
out
like-
with trumpets?
What'd you
They're
say
gonna
earlier, Dirt? What's better?
come
What's better, the firm or the conglomerate?
The conglomerate.
I like the firm, dude.
The firm just sounds like right to censor.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, but that's not what they are. They're the
Yeah, they are.
conglomerate.
They're censoring, dude. Seth Rollins is doing his best Tony Hinchcliffe right now, and he's like, "You're not allowed to talk shit about us."
He's just not researching anything and just talking about the same
Yeah.
thing.
Dude,
Okay.
he's doing his best Tony right now. Look at him. He's up there with 2 David Lucases. He's. he's
I don't know. I feel like everyone over there is just bombing the opportunity they've got with Paul Heyman.
like, no. What are you talking about, dude? Paul Heyman's bombing. Paul Heyman.
Yeah, but
He can only do so much. He's doing everything he can, but pretty much Paul Heyman's at the age
What's
where
that?
he's doing the exact same thing he did with Brock, with Roman, with Seth, and people want something different from Paul if he's going to be in a different group. We don't
Well,
want
he
to
is-
see the
he's
same
like a-
shit that he did with
Paul
Roman.
Heyman's like possessed by the Fulagala right now. The dude's praying and just like
he's really exactly. I don't like it. He was doing all that shit with Roman, dude. He was literally
That's true.
he would stand there like that with Roman. He's even like calling Seth.
Dude, Paul Heyman was like
to
2 months
acknowledge
away from
him
being
and
in a
stuff like
Hawaiian
that. I don't-
dress. Well,
Paul
Paul
needs
Heyman
to
was
cool
2 months
it.
away from a grass skirt. He was real close to a grass skirt and wearing a lei, and he was going
Well,
to
that
be like
would
the
have been
Fulagala.
fun. I would have enjoyed that. I would have liked that. But Paul Heyman, just doing the exact same shtick that he did with,
He needs to
the
bring
tribal
back
chief. No good.
He needs to bring back that old phone and that hat.
What?
That big ass
Oh, the
phone,
big
that
phone.
baseball hat, big phone, baseball hat. Paul Heyman was the best.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. But like I said, he's getting older in age. He thinks the same thing's just gonna work. Like he's gonna stand there and stare at Seth like Seth's some like god. Like no, I think Roman that works for Roman. It doesn't work
I
for.
think Paul should lean into like being like a Shark Tank judge, where he's just like this shrewd businessman, and he's
Yeah,
like completely full of himself.
yeah. I don't know. I think he should have stuck with one of the two. I mean, you've also got like the CM Punk connection, which I'm really not buying either. I mean, they may be friends,
They were
but
best friends.
they don't. It just doesn't. It never clicked. It didn't click for me the
That's
first time they were together. I was like, "Ugh, I don't get
that's
this.
his best friend.
Why is CM Punk with Paul Heyman?
They're best friends.
Look at that hair, dude. Look how like round it is in the back. Damn,
Yeah, dude.
he got some cake
Look at
back there with that mullet.
He should be. He should get in the match with Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Valkyrie.
that. Mm.
Should Paul's mullet and then their two butts all face to face.
Eh.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Well, those are our predictions, guys. We did it.
Is there
Yeah.
something going on with these butts? What's up with these butts?
What butts? You have
Do you
butts
not know
on your
the
screen?
butts?
Nah, I don't know about the butts.
You don't
Butts-
know about the butts? The Twitter going insane for butts every week after Rhea Ripley and Stephanie Valkyrie hits the shows.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I see TikTok videos though.
yeah. Well, you know the move that Stephanie McCurr does. Then,
The Devil's Kiss.
yeah.
I didn't even know what that move was
Is that
called.
the one that gets Booker T going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold
Which
on.
And
which
now it's the
Booker T
crowd-
just lost Stephanie McCurr. She's now on Raw. So
Yeah.
I Booker. Is
What's she
have
gonna
to-
do? What's she gonna do when she doesn't have Booker T basically holding her career together?
She had the crowd doing it. The crowd was doing it on Monday.
No, she didn't
She
have
did.
anybody doing anything. Booker T had the crowd doing that.
No. I think
All
it's
of that
over on
pop-
its own without Booker.
No. I have seen in-crowd footage of her matches, and literally everybody's chanting Booker T.
That would be
I mean,
hilarious.
He
I
made
can
her
show you a
even more
video right
popular.
now. I can show you a video. It's literally them. They're filming Booker T with their phones and like Booker T, and then half the crowd's just like yeah. And then Booker
I like
T's
how
just
he's
having the
sleeping.
time of his life because he's never been more over since he was King of the Ring.
I love that he sleeps every week just about.
Dude, Booker is one of the best to ever do it.
Oh man, good stuff. Yeah, they should bring him in just for the butt to butt. They really should.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
her career's not going to survive without Booker T. Well, she can have Pat McAfee like, oh, that's right.
Oh, he tried to do it.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, get out of here, Pat.
Because
Ugh.
Pat McAfee's hip. He's on the internet. He knows the memes.
Everybody knows you.
He's been
Everybody knows you're
laughing.
gay and you like dude bros.
Whoa.
Spearmint, can you get me juicy fruit?
Everybody knows that Pat and Michael Cole got caught making out at a Dairy Queen last week.
Did you like the
That's why.
the whole jersey bet?
No, I thought that was stupid. I thought it was stupid to start off Raw. Let's dedicate the first 5 minutes of Raw to Michael Cole removing his shirt to show that he has an Indiana Pacers jersey on while we're in the state of Oklahoma. It's so stupid. It was so dumb. It got no reaction. No one gave a shit. Michael Cole, I feel like he's better without Pat. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I don't like Pat. I'm more and more drawing down the line of Pat bad.
I think Pat is just corny and cheesy enough that I like him. But yeah, he's borderline. I don't like him. But I like that he's cheesy and corny. Yeah, here. Okay, I found the video. I'm about to show you guys proof. I'm about to show you proof.
Make sure
that
we
Booker
can play
T-
it. Make sure.
Yeah, it's fine. It's freaking NXT.
Well,
And it's not NXT's feed. It's somebody else's. It's somebody's phone from the inside the crowd.
okay, that should work then.
It's perfectly fine. It's literally what I described. So Booker T is more over than Roxanne. Who is this lady?
Stephanie Vaquer.
See, I don't know. You guys watching this?
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
Just wait, just wait.
Oh, we froze.
Can you hear him chanting?
Yes,
Yeah.
they are chanting Booker T. Wow.
Oh, that's just proof that Booker T is actually over and not this girl with the butt.
Not this girl with the butt.
Yeah, it was Booker T the whole time. The crowd has spoken. They
They're
literally
calling-
chant his name when she does the butt move.
They're calling him Gooner T.
Yeah, dude, it's the best gimmick he's had in a while. He's just like this horny old dude. He's like, oh yeah.
What does Queen Charbel think of all this? Oh man.
I think it's hilarious that she does her finishing move and then the crowd chants Booker T.
Booker T. Booker T.
Which is gonna happen when she gets to the main stage on WWE.
I don't think it
She's
is,
not gonna
dude.
have Booker T.
The main roster
not gonna
doesn't
have-
really keep up with it. I mean, the casuals that are watching Raw and Netflix aren't keeping up with Booker's reaction.
No.
They don't know about the oh yeah.
They
I
don't.
think he's gonna be lost without her because
Yeah, he
She's
will.
gonna be lost without him.
This is only gonna affect Booker, dude. This is only gonna bring Booker down and affect him.
I need to get that Booker T chant soundbited.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. Booker T. Booker T. Oh man. Well,
Imagine being her and you do your finishing move and you're done with your finishing move and then everybody in the crowd
Yeah,
goes
chants
Booker
Booker
T.
T.
And they're like, what the fuck did I just do?
I would go over there and tell him to cool it off.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, I need the heat on me now.
Yeah. Yeah, I would go over there and put my butt in his face or something.
Mm.
Be like, shut him up, you know, and make him die or
you-
something. He would pass out.
He would hit her with the.
Oh, God. Whoa, dude, that was crazy. Yeah.
He would short circuit for a quick second there.
All right, well, that's the show, guys. Let's cap it off, boys. We did our predictions. We covered SmackDown. We covered Raw. We'll cover the things in the future right here on Pro Wrestling Sauce every Wednesday, right here at 10 o'clock on the Slipper House Extra Extra YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Cowboy Nate, Dirt, Josh, no Jake tonight. We did get his predictions, though. No Jacob, unfortunately. Oh no.
My parting words are get Booker T on the comms for Money in the Bank because she's gonna need it.
I mean, I think that's a good suggestion.
Yeah, let's replace Michael Cole with Booker T.
Okay. I like that.
We don't have to get into that. That could be a whole conversation for
Or
next
Pat,
week.
Pat with Booker.
Well, I
Pat
feel like Pat and Booker together would actually elevate Pat.
No. God.
It would make Pat more corny. It would make him more of a cornball.
I don't want that.
Mm.
I don't want Pat at all.
Pat's like,
Right.
have you seen my best friend, Bert Kreischer? He's got the same joke he's had for the last 10 years.
He just takes his shirt off.
Yeah, he takes his shirt off and says, I'm the machine.
Yeah. Dirt, I think maybe you should do this bit. I think you do it better.
Probably could.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh my God, Bert's back again." He's like, that would actually be funny gimmick for Bert to just be wandering around all the time. If he was like,
Just
"Why is he
shirtless?
still here?" Yeah,
He's shirtless and he's just trying to talk to the people, and they're like, what are you doing here?
yeah, stop, dude.
He somehow becomes like one of the interviewers. He's got a camera team following him now. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's like him, Byron Saxton, and
And he's like, hey, welcome to Two Bears, One Cave. And they're like, this isn't your ship, Bert.
he's wasted, dude. He's been on a bender.
Yeah, he could replace R-Truth. He could be the clueless guy.
Wouldn't be hard for him. No acting skills required there. All right, Nate. Any parting words from you? You got anything?
Um, dip your butts.
Oh. Yes, yes, yes.
Make sure they stay moist for
Ooh.
the Money in the Bank.
Ooh. All right. Well, yeah. I don't really have anything special. Just like and subscribe. Come back if you've enjoyed the programming here. I greatly appreciate it. Spread the word. And we'll see you guys again here on this program on Wednesday next week. But don't forget to tune into the Vertical Live on Friday for SmackDown leading into Money in the Bank. I'm undecided if I'll live stream Money in the Bank. I kind of play those by ear. But like and subscribe to find out. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bald fraud.
Oh, stinky.
Ooh, stinky. Spiky, are you ready?
Oh, no.